Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. So in this video tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to present your video in a phone frame. All right, so let me just show you briefly what I mean by this. All right, so if you are a teacher or a coach or someone who is trying to create content with your smartphone, presenting your videos in phone frames is one of the ways at which you can make your videos look more engaging and look more attractive. Okay, so here in this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can do this as well. Okay, I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step process at which I used to achieve this exact video presentation. Okay, so with that being said, before we get into the video tutorial, I just want you to do something for me. All right, I want you to like, subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you would be the first to always get my updates. All right, because I'm going to be posting more mind-blowing Canva design tutorials and hacks on this YouTube channel. All right, so with that being said, let's get into the video tutorial. Record your screen. Okay, so now you can record your screen using different apps, or we have quite a number of apps out there, and we have apps for Android users, and we have apps for iPhone users or iOS users. Okay, so if you are using an Android device, then you can head over to Play Store and download apps that you can use to record your screen. Okay, and if you already have an app that you're using at the moment, then that is awesome. But if you don't have, then you can try out this app. It's called Loom and it's very good. Okay, so now for iOS users, you can just record your screen using your iPhone screen recorder. Okay, and make sure you have the audio mic enabled, okay, so that it will capture everything that you are seeing. All right, so with that done, the next step rather is to get your phone frame and your background. So we are going to do that using the Canva mobile app. All right, so I'm just going to head over to my Canva mobile app, and I'm just going to come here, and I'm going to come here to this plus icon here, because I want to create my background. All right, so I'm just going to come over here to custom site. So since the phone frame is going to be vertical, that is portrait, then I have to create a background create a portrait background or a vertical background. So I'm just going to go with this dimension here, 1080 by 1920. Yeah, 1920. All right, so with this done, so now you can now just come over to element and select any background that you want to use. Okay, select any background that you want to use. All right, so you can just come here and just type gradient background. You see quite a whole lot of gradient background, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be going with this, and this is blue gradient. Okay, so I'm just going to select it. I'm going to resize it, all right, to fill the entire space. Okay, so I'm going to resize it like so. And if I also want to add a shadow, I'll just come over here, and add shadow here. I'll just add shadow here, and as you can see, we have some shadows here. So I'm just going to select this one. I'm just going to drag it down and place it somewhere. I won't drag it all the way down here, because by the time we start editing our videos, we might want to have content down here. So I'm just going to keep it tight here. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here, and I'm going to search for phone frames. Okay, so this is where you're going to get your phone frame from. All right, so I'm just going to search for phone frames here, and I'm going to select this, and as you can see, we have quite a number of phone frames here. Here you can look for the one that you like and select. All right, but me personally, I would like to go with something that is simple. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one. All right, so once I select the phone frame, as you can see, it's transparent. Okay, and now the beautiful thing is this phone frame I selected has a shadow, so I don't need this shadow, so I'm just going to do it with this shadow. All right, some will not have shadows, so if you want to have shadow just to give it that depth, add depth of field. All right, so you can just select it, and if your phone frame already has a shadow, then you don't need to add shadow anymore. All right, so I'm just going to bring this here. All right, I'm just going to place it like this. All right, so now we have our phone frame and we have our background. All right, so your background can even be any color. You can just come here and change. You can just decide to change the color to, probably if your brand color is blue, you can just select blue or any color, or you could even add an image. If you want an image to be the background, you could actually customize it and personalize it any way you want. All right, so let me just undo all that and leave it as the blue gradient. All right, so now this is what I'm going to do next. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to duplicate this. All right, so here I'm just going to delete this phone frame from the background. So here we have our background, and here we have our background with the phone frame. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to duplicate this again, and I'm going to delete the background. So now we have our phone frame. We have our phone frame and background. We have our phone frame and we have our background here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to export this phone frame as PNG, okay, because I want to import it into another app, the app we're going to use to edit our videos, okay, or to edit both the video and the phone frame. So now I'm going to export this phone frame as PNG. So I'll just come over here, come to downloads, and I'll just come over here to where it says all pages, okay, because I want to select only the page I am on. So select current page, and I'm going to come, okay, select current page, which is page 2, and I'm going to come here, done. I'm going to come over here and tap on transparent background, okay, so I'm going to come here and download. I just wait for it to download, okay. So when that's out of the way, I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to download the background too. As you can see, I'm downloading both as different elements, okay. So I'm just going to select current page here and done. So I don't need to download this as transparent background because what I need actually is the background. So I'm just going to hit download here and just wait for it to download. Alright, so now with that done, the next thing I'm going to do now is to open my CapCut app, alright, because this is the app that we are going to use to, you know, put all these things together. Alright, so I'm just going to come over here to CapCut. If you don't have the app, download the app. I'm going to come over here to new projects and start importing everything that we have here. But I want you to pay attention to the order at which I am going to be importing all our elements. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to import here is our background, blue background. That is the first thing you're going to import. Okay, so I'm just going to tap on add. So we have it here. So now the next thing I'm going to import now is our video. Okay, so with that done, you just come here, down here, you see overlay here. So tap on overlay, tap on add overlay, and come over here to videos. Okay, so you select the video that you want to insert into the phone frame. Okay, so here I already have some videos here already, so let me just select this one. Okay, let me just select this video and add. All right, so now with that done, I'm just going to scroll. Okay, I'm just going to tap it with, like, just tap on this blank space here, and you will see add overlay. So now the last and the final element we're going to bring in is the phone mockup. All right, so this is why you need to export it as PNG so that you won't have any issues. All right, so now we have all the elements in CapCut. So now what we are going to do now is just to resize everything. Okay, so I'm just going to select the video here, and I'm just going to resize it like so, and I'm just going to select the phone frame here. I can make the phone frame bigger. So here you just edit it to accordingly. You edit it, depends on how big or how small you want to resize everything. So you just resize it like so. Okay, but I don't really like the phone frame to be too big. Okay, so I'm just going to size it like this and select the video and make sure the video is behind the phone frame. Okay, so I'm just going to play it. I'm going to come over here just to have a look at how everything looks. Okay, all right, so now that's awesome. So what I'm going to do next now is I'm going to fill the entire length of the video. I'm going to make sure the length of the video is the same with the length of the background. Okay, so as you can see here, so I'm just going to move this all the way to the end of the video. Okay, I'm just going to move this all the way to the end of the video, right here. All right, so here, this, I'm just going to delete this. I don't need this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same with the phone frame. All right, so I'm just going to move it all the way to the end of the video. All right, okay, so I have it here. So now with that done, what you could do next is to add music. So if you want to add music, or if your video already has music in it and everything you need, then you're good to go. But if it's just a voice-over recording on your screen recorder, then probably you want to add music. So one of the things you could do here is you could come to, just click away, come here, and come here to audio. Okay, so here you can see sound effect extracted. So if you tap on extracted, it's going to open up your videos. Okay, so you can actually select a video. CapCut will automatically convert it from MP4 to MP3. Okay, and if you have a song you want to use, all right, just select sound. Here CapCut already has what's it called, already has options here that you can select from, or you come to this folder here and you come to from device here. All right, and you allow CapCut, you grant CapCut permission to, you know, browse through your music gallery, so you can select the music you want to use from there. All right, but for me, I actually download my music from YouTube. Okay, or I can just make use of the options here CapCut has. All right, so with that done, you're good. Okay, so once you are done with your video and you are satisfied, all right, so the next thing you do here is to just export your video. All right, so I just leave it at 1080p. So don't worry about this, you don't need to tamper with anything here. I'll show you how you can cut down the size and it will still retain the video quality. Okay, because sometimes, or most times, the file size might be huge. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So here you just come over here and you export. All right, so I'm just going to speed this up. All right, so here we are done with exporting the video. Right, so I'm just going to tap on done here and I'm going to head over to my gallery so that we can see here. Okay, so here we have it. So I'm just going to check the size. All right, so we have 71.8 MB here, and as you can see, okay, in some cases it might export as MOV file. Okay, if it exports as MP4 file, then that's awesome. But if it exports as MOV file, then you need to convert it to MP4. So how do you convert your video to MP4? Very, very easy. Okay, so just head over to your browser, all right, and head over to this site. It's called cloudconvert.com. you can see here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to convert from MOV to MP4. All right, so if you want to convert from any other format, you just tap it and select, and it's going to list out all the formats here. So you just select the format you want to convert from. All right, so here we want to convert from MOV to MP4. All right, so I'm just going to select the file, which is the video that we just exported. Right, so I'm just going to select it right here, and I'm just going to tap on hard here, and I'm just going to give it a while. So it's going to upload the video to the cloud. All right, and once that is done, it's going to automatically convert the video to MP4. So during that converting process, we are going to lose that file size, that huge file size. It will drop, okay? But the beautiful thing is that we are still going to have a clean, clear, and crisp quality, video quality there. So we're not going to be losing our video quality, all right? So now, okay, the video has been uploaded successfully. So now the next thing that we're going to do now is just tap on convert here. So just going to tap on convert and just going to wait a while, and the video would be converted to MP4 as soon as the upload is done. All these things shouldn't take time at all, but it depends on the length of your video. So if you are editing a video and the video is like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then it will take more time to process the video, okay? Alright, our video has been converted from MOV to MP4 successfully. So the next thing that we're going to do here is to just hit the download button and download the video. Alright, so I'm just going to come over here, come to my downloads, and here it is. As you can see, 11.5 MB, all the way from 70.8 MB to 11.5 MB. So I'm just going to tap on it here, and I'm going to come here and save it to my image gallery. Alright, so with that done, I'm just going to come over here to photos. I'm going to come over here. As you can see, the quality is awesome. So we don't have any drop in quality here. You shouldn't have any drop in quality. As you can see here, we have 11.5 MB, and on the original MOV video format we have 71.8 MB. So this is basically how to convert your video without losing your video quality. Alright, so now this brings me to the end of this video tutorial, and if you got value in this video, I want you to say it in the comment section. Just type I got value, and if you have any questions, you can also drop it in the comment section. So I'm going to be in the comment section, and I'm going to be waiting to have your questions. So if you have any question, I'll be right there waiting for you, okay? So I just want you to do one more thing before I wrap up this video. So I just want you to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to get my updates, okay? Because I'm going to be posting amazing Canva design tutorials and hacks on this YouTube channel. So I don't want you to miss it for any reason, okay? So just like, subscribe, very important, so you don't get left behind. All right, so that brings me to the end of this video tutorial. It's a wrap, and I will see you in the next one.